Okay, so we have Little Miss Fish Imp with some candle stuff, spell weakness already, and daze. It falls okay. Waxer units gain endless or 3 magic power. Endless draft, maybe, if you get one. But 3 magic power is pretty good at the start. And we've got spell weakness. We'll take that, right? Sweep spell weakness. Die to spikes. Die to spikes anyway, because you only have 3 health. That spell weakness is nuts. God damn it. So, is there a way we can do this? The first unit comes in is a 245 with a healer. And the next one's a 245 with a 5-1 and a healer. And I think the boss comes in with a healer? You could have had endless bounty stalkers. Are they considered waxes, or only the ones that have burnout waxes? I don't know. I don't think we can take this. That could be, like, if bounty... Oh, we can check the logbook, too. No, he's a wickless. So these are your waxes. Endless Legion of Wax. Endless. Still. This looks good. And he's lost well, close to half his health. More than half his health, and he's got that much spell power. That's nice. You know what I'd really want? With the 3 spell power, I almost want the 1 cost. Because it'll be 4 times 5. So it's not as strong as the tornado and stuff straight away, but once you... I think... You know, it only costs 1. I still wonder if we want Tornado or Crypt Builder. Tornado just becomes chunkier, hey? I do like a Crypt Builder though. We do have a Daze, so there is a reason to take one, but... That's a good point, Mumble Tumble. Getting units golden, very important. What do we do with draft? It's a nice little bit of support damage here and there. It was a tough call. Stygian unit with unit upgrades or spell upgrades. Especially with the Hellvent there. If we get either one of them works out really well, we get a copy. It could be a huge shark. Huge shark. We're more likely to get something bigger better if we get with money. Eternal Stone? Is that the one that unconsumes? Oh, you're talking about the Endless unit. Yeah, I had Endless Sharks yesterday. It's crazy. Hey, Timnos, we just had a win. It was great. Yeah, so we're 2 in a row at the moment. Now it wasn't as bonkers as the Cov 19 win, but it was pretty dumb. And we're talking about Endless and Heartstone, and if we got a shark. I tried an Endless Offering Monument. It doesn't work. It comes back with 1 health. I was sad. I mean, damn. Excuse me. Damage is damage. Heartstone Offering's not bad for draw, yeah. Not bad. +4 attack should be okay, I think. We got a lot of sweep, so we'll we won't be taking multiple damages. Just get her to tank for us. That sounds reasonable. We'll put one of the dregs out front, then she can tank there. Yeah, Endless Seeing Imp. Endless Rage Imp seems pretty cool, like out the front. Oh, this one ended up with -4. So we don't get to Steward tank. Could be a misplay. No, draft. Oh. So I wish we were able to get something on that. Would have been a good dupe. We dupe Cold Celia? Cold Celia? I like Cold Celia better. We can go get magic stuff. Look at another Remnant. So here's the thing, it's like we could pick up a different unit that could be trash because it's waxy. Could be okay. We could get a decent second Cold Chickie. There are some good waxy boys. Definitely some good waxy boys. But when I've got two decent upgrades, like, it's not like she's got a large stone, which is probably good because otherwise she wouldn't fit, right? Oh no, she would. But having her on floor 1 and 2, and then dripping her down. Upgrading spells is good too. But I don't think we do that. I think we get another one of hers. I mean, we could mold it for our draft, but... Is it really doing what we want it to do? We did pick up the draft for a reason. Not awful. Oh, a thug. Yeah, she would have been a good pickup. I think thug, though. We put a thug somewhere, can help us with our money. Now the molded and the draft seem like two bad cards combined. Yes. Man, I almost want to just flat out upgrade these now. I'll duplicate those, sorry, but they're upgraded. That was bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I almost feel sorry for Daedalus. Except he's got double explosion, which is a bit of a poopy head, but... One of the floors is going to have 3... Did she die to that? No, okay. I wonder if we will keep the second one? I can't set up top. Maybe we don't play that one. We're guaranteed to draw another one next turn, yeah? Is that how that works? If I don't play her, if I put 2 of those down, they don't tank well enough. Okay. I gave a railbeat and multi in the knockback. Yeah, that's sad face, that is. What can you do, though? Oh, that's just rude. Did I just lose this fight? Maybe. No. Okay. But almost. I think I need to save a drag. No, I've got a molded. I could bring back Celia. I could bring back Tethys even at some point. Yeah, party floor. So if I bring back Celia now, she dies. No drip fall. There's no room there. That may have been a mistake. Huh. Is doing that. Okay, let's. We're not saving Tethys anyway. Could save some damage there though. Save the Dreg. And he's almost ready to die. Not quite, but almost. Okay, so if I put the Dreg down on the bottom to try and do some extra damage, and I do get my molded next turn, I'm going to want to play it. What's the difference between primary and secondary? Awoken's the green clan. The primary you get the champion for. I'm not sure about other mechanics that may be around for that. Wait, is that... Is he really only losing... Oh, no, he goes down to 274. Yeah, that's not enough. She'll get 2 hits in, which is still pretty strong. He won't fit. That sucks. Kaboom! Sacrificial Resurrection. Consume cards in hand and add a draft unit to your hand. Enhance it with plus 10 attack for each card consumed. Sounds kind of fun. Draw 3 spells, enhance them with consume plus magic power, 20. That itself doesn't consume though. You can run out of cards very quickly. Gifts for the Guard. Yeah, it can be good. It's potentially a really good one to put permafrost on, right? And then on boss fights, it just sits there. And then on the turn like we just had, you play it. I do have reform, but not a lot. I like the idea of permafrosting the gifts, because then it's bound to hit. You know, you're going to draw 3 spells, right? Oh, you true. You can keep playing it and not play the spells you're consuming. That's true. Hold over on it. I really want to get a one where she's the carry with a proper tank setup. We had one going yesterday and I ruined it. I went and ruined it. And it was really good. She's solid. Does that mean I want energy? I feel like I almost want capacity now because we're so under capacity. And if we're making cards cost 0, with gifts, they're 0 until you play them, right? Yeah, okay. So it makes energy less and draw less because we play that. But the fact that like we're down to 4 and 3 spaces is so rough. Yeah, and then they get consumed so they don't even come back at a higher cost. The feels when you're full health and there's a vortex as well. And our units that we care about already have upgrades. Maybe something on Thug. Get another unit. What other unit do I want? I probably want something really tanky. I think if on this side there was a magic merchant, I'd go there. Relic could be Cuddlebeard, that's right. It could also be... I don't know, something useless. Yeah, if we got a shark, that'd be nice. Quick, plus 25, plus 10. Now we're on 4. Oh, we're back to 5 capacity, but one of them will have 4. So I don't need quick shark. Armor shark is best shark? No, I used to think that too, and I was so wrong. If you get the artifact that gives you plus 4 armor when you gain it, yes. Yeah, with the armor totem, yeah, that's amazing then. But that's a huge combo. Right, and it evolves an artifact. An artifact, like combos around artifacts. I think if you build and you're like, oh, I'm going to make this build which isn't as good as the one I could have, and maybe if I get an artifact, it'll be amazing. You're going to lose more than you win. Sapping totem is probably better for armor shark. Yeah, it's not as good for frostbite shark because then he doesn't frostbite. And I think the other thing too is like I misplayed once. A couple times I didn't get the win. Once I did. When you have the sap totem and you're using armor shark and a lot of frostbite, you can't over sap. You know, you gotta let them hit a little bit. I'm gonna put a quick on the... Let's put a quick on that guy. $30 quick. Multi-quick would have been better. Put that on draft. If he just clears something along the way, it's good. I do have a reform, but a single molded. It's not the best way to keep him up. Spell Shield 2 seems poop. Although they died a sweep. Do we have enough physical? With Frost and Cold Kalias? We might have enough physical, right? And we're full health. And I'm always complaining that I don't get anything to use the pyre shards on. Tiny floor. So the question is if I put both of them down here, or if I put Shark down the bottom next turn and have her tank for Tethys. Spell weakness is bad now. It is a little bit, but we've got Sweep Frost. Which isn't the greatest, but... Checked as of the clip, eh? Yeah, I'm just trying to work out if I want Shark to tank for Tethys. Because we've got to remember the spell weaknesses doesn't go on the boss. Who was the boss on this one? I couldn't remember. Was it... I didn't remember the boss picture. So it could just be two colds down the bottom. And a Shark behind Tethys, just so he can get more hits in. No. It's a bit rough. Party floor. That guy's got 2 spell shield naturally, doesn't he? Which is poop. I think I can save anything up here. I can definitely hit him to drop his shields, which is nice. Might be able to drip him. Do that. Both the attacks go to the front guy anyway. We can take 6 damage. That's okay, I guess. I'm sure I still do that anyway. So I don't want to draw him again. And draft gets like 1 attack in. Oh, it doesn't matter. So a Seraph of the no Ember Drains. Saps the worth less. Is it clean? Sweep? No, only the damage, if whatever damage component says. Crystalline Scenes benefits from double stack. Crushing Demise. I'll take that here. I think that could be strong in the right hands. Dr. Barbalian, you bought this game, you like it a lot. Yeah, I love this game, man. I'm so glad you like it. It is... It's just good, isn't it? Like... I think what I really like is that even like as I'm pushing into higher ascensions, I see it allows good players to consistently win by making good plays and... you know, having just good fundamental knowledge of the game. And then it lets players like me with a little less, you know, solid strength just do dumb shenanigan wins. You know, which makes up, you have a few losses and you get upset, then you have a win that you're just like, it was just stupid. And I most of the dumb wins I get, I don't see them from the other players that play solid strategies. Occasionally you do, right? But because they go for the solid good plays and they know what's good, they get the safer, consistent wins, which is nice. You know, that's obviously a different type of fun. But yeah, so I like the graphics, but for the most part, with strategy games, to me, graphics is very little effect on what I think. As long as it's not like complete and utter, you know, bollocks, right? I could have, you know, very, very simplistic, minimalist art, and I wouldn't care, because I play for the game mechanics and the numbers, and I'm playing on OO speed, so I don't get to see a lot of it anyway. But then the game, like, the art's pleasing, so that makes it a bit gentler to get through. The art's very pleasing, actually. And I like the concept. And they've added a lot of lore stuff for people. They've just put a lot of stuff in for people that want different things, which is very solid. You know, on top of a OO speed. Yeah, look. Oh. Either way, Chromo. Uwu, OO, whatever. Or Staro. I think because of the amount of units on the board, though, if they went less cartoony, I think you'd lose a lot of it. Like if it had that sort of Slay the Spire-ish look, where it's still a bit cartoony, but with that sort of color palette, I think a lot of the information would get lost in there. And I think if they went even more realistic, it'd get worse. Yeah, especially when you have big party floors of huge monsters, you've got to be really careful and watch which one's highlighted. So we're struggling to find... I mean, I could upgrade a shark. A Jupa shark. He's probably big enough where it's worth it. And remove a couple cards. I like that. Endless on the shark, good too. We need to just hit these hard. We haven't had enough removes. This guy's got sweep. It's such a kick in the nuts. Enemies on each floor. We have full health. And we've got a lot of sweepers. That top one will be a bit tough to get though, but I think we'll be fine with the other ones. We can put shark up top. If we get a shark. Yeah, the 5th and 7th floor end ones can be pretty tough. You know what else is tough? When you don't draw one of your sweepers. It's better. I think it's better to not kill any of. Not kill any of these. If you can't kill all of them. Unless you kill 2, then it's the same. So we'll take 6 damage there. And 8 damage there. We'd probably just take that and not care, right? This sucks though, because he'll get strengthened up. Strengthened up he will get. Do I have 5 down here? Okay, so if we drag draft, no. If we drag thug, no, I can't do that. Damn draft with your triple hit. Okay, if I frozen lance. And he's hitting for 4, and he's hitting for 8. So 12. Ah. But then, so he dies to that. He takes 2. And goes hit, hit, hit. I think that's the play, right? Because Dreg's dying anyway. Or Dreg could take 2 hits. And then what do we do? I could put Tethys, but then Tethys probably dies. I'm trying to work out if I can get a thug kill. I think we just end up putting 30 into him that way, 5 that way. We don't kill any of them, we kill this guy on the next floor. Righto. Okay. So we can put this shark up the top. Just save those 8. And then we put the other shark here. I want to put the other shark here though. I think we take those 8. Yeah, I want the next shark down here, and I don't want her by herself. No. Yeah, that's greedy. I mean, I like greedy, but not that greedy. Interesting. Oh, I was thinking I'd get a shark. I mean, she can tank, right? Or we can daze. That might be better. And then put the shark out the front next turn. And then drip fall her in. Wait, where's my drip fall? It's not guaranteed. Gifts to the guard needs to be made cheaper, hey? We could put draft down again. But then he doesn't die, so we don't get shark. Because he'll have 3 burnout. Yeah, that's a problem. We can put him there, though. Health means he tanks it. Wow, so he can actually just tank for us. We let him die. We put a shark here next time. I like that. Let's do this instead. Okay, he's dead. That guy I'm worried about. That's nice, I like that. Why are you taking so little damage? I'll probably kill them both. Yeah, nice. Okay, this is working out well. So slow down and think things through, like, you know. Thinking works, who knew? Oh, poor little guy. Yeah, the sweep here sucks so hard, hey? And the lifesteal? Okay, this is good though. Oh, it's such a bad draw. What an awful draw. Is there any worth? Okay, yeah, there is worth one, except the... I think Draft actually kills him next turn because he gets 2 attacks in. So he gets 150 damage in next turn, which is pretty nice. And we're drawing those, so I may as well put this damage in now. That's close, and I think we're there. No point dropping the shark down. If I mold him, even if I molded the shark and drop him, he would only be alive for... he'd only get 1 turn, so he'd only get 3 frost in. And because I was... yeah, no, I think dazing instead of dropping a shark in is probably better. Because then I get the both cold Celias get an extra hit, which gives me higher frost than 1 hit on a shark. Daze is very strong. I've already got one though, I don't know if I want another one. Whereas I like mine silence because it's only 1 card draw for the entire fight. And sometimes it's really strong. Stealth is kind of broken. It's not the greatest for Shark because you're not getting hit, but we're not relying on waxy units either. So none of that's counting down, and it just means Cold Celias are hitting while they're stealth. And then they all come out and Shark starts. So it's just like free hits in for Cold Celias. And for Tethys. Yeah, okay. The fact that Tethys got 0 hits in for the spell power buff was really harsh that fight. Okay, this is good. We get some gold, do some spell shenanigans, remove some rubbish. Do you want to remove consume somewhere? I don't know if I want to remove consume on the silent. Just want Ice Tornado to be cheaper. There's so much gold, why not go for relics? I mean, we would get to see 6 relics. But I don't know, I just find with the relics, a lot of the time they're either garbage or they're amazing. And you know, the early game relics that are kind of they at least help you through, but once you get to this stage, you need the relic to actually be doing something. Yeah, we could remove the consume on the tornado afterwards. That's a really expensive way around doing it though, but whereas we might just be able to get 2 10 pluses. Or we could just make it cheaper. Yeah, the spell upgrades are a little more consistent. But I don't even think that, like, you can also purge a card from here. And then just on the general map, you know, the 2 removals very strong. Like, straight away we're 2 stewards down. So that's huge. And sure, you get an artifact, which, you know, you can get 25 gold, I guess, and caverns, which you have no idea. I just think the unknowns in the game are not just they're less consistent. They are consistent, but it's a 50-50. They're consistently next to useless, or equally next to like just win. You know, and there are some relics that if you got given them, you'd be like, okay, I'm not upset having it. But when it's a flat out choice, like opportunity cost differential. Yeah, so but that's the thing. Like a cavern that you just leave, I don't think there's anything that's outright bad. Sometimes there are some relics that are bad, where you look at it and like that would be very bad for this build with this run, right? But that doesn't happen often. But the fact that you could just leave and sometimes get 10 gold or nothing, that is actively bad, because the other option is gain a chunk of gold, that's probably the only one that's never total rubbish, unless you've got way too much gold. Removing 2 cards is extremely useful, and then you're probably getting something out of the Merchant of Magic most runs. I'm going to reroll for holdover. Yeah, Frenzied Swarm for that is pretty good. I think if money was tight, like if money was really tight, I wouldn't spend this because of the type of Seraph it is. But because money's good... So one of the things I have to be careful about with this then is not to play gifts until this is in hand. Because we don't want to be drawing it and making it consume. Wow, Patch Note said they're adding another 10 Covenant. They make the game pretty ridiculously unfair. On top of the 2 extra zones and the 10 extra clans. Wow, wonder what's making them go down that road. No, Crobo, Wahaha had a really good joke yesterday about how they were adding an extra optional boss that was ridiculously overpowered and gave you true endings and stuff. It was on point. On money. Maybe I should have removed something else for Fel. This is Scourge card Fel. Ugh. Scourge cards... Scouring Crest Fel seems like a kick in the nuts. Like just straight up here. You need 2 energy right now on the turn you're setting up. Deal with it. Do we play this with my thing in hand? Like, the problem is if it hits my... Do we beat Fel even if we don't get our whatchamacallit? Our stealth? Not being in stealth here is actually beneficial, because the shark's only taking 2 damage, but is applying 6 stacks of Frost to Fel because of it. Okay. Fel, why are you gonna be there? Kinda wanna cast this. Oh, that's none of that's helping us. It's the whole soundtrack's banging. Hey, like, it's just very, very solid. So I could draw. I'm drawing one spell next turn. No, I'm not, because I'm holding over that. How much frost are these guys getting? Not enough. Do we have to go for a hit here? Or I can drip for one of them. And they go up to like 8 frost, 11 frost. And then one of them dies to Dude next turn. So I don't want to stealth this one. Okay. Am I more likely to kill any of them? Or just probably just let one of them get up then? I'm pretty sure if I bring this guy down, he dies. Whereas that one's only going to get... It's not going to be 30 stacks. Like 18. It probably dies to... Dude, we stealth that guy. He's quick. That's nice. So I don't need to stealth him. That's even better. Unfortunately, I think that guy gets 2 hits in, doesn't he? Yeah, that's a shame. I got 20 gold though. Well, he should be able to clean up some of these next turn. That's pretty good. They're dying! We could fix that. If I stealth them, we still don't kill that guy. I need to punch that guy in the face. Or I could mold someone, bring them back, and we still don't kill them. Okay. You have to mold it anyway. We don't kill that guy. Where's Drip for? Do I need him to hit the shark? I think I need him to hit the shark. I'm molding a dreg. I'm taking 5 to try and not take 12 or something. Yeah, it's probably worth it, okay. Oh, he'll be... no, he won't be alive. If I stealth this guy, he dies anyway. He dies anyway. Him taking 6 doesn't matter until that one. And stealth next turn. Final wave. Okay. He just dies. That's simple enough. I don't want to put that on fell. Days? I don't want to draw that. I could play that. But I don't want that. Probably want the days there. I don't get a choice. Alright, let's... it doesn't say how much. Let's say like 100 and something times 8. Yeah, I don't think this itself is a kill, is it? 912. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's a kill. Cool. Because I was thinking more about the damage from the pyre card. Maths is different now. You know they put letters in it. We're okay here. Capacity's fine. So it's either draw or energy. Sometimes it's been energy, sometimes it's draw. It's only really been energy issue on with blights. The victory fanfare reminds me of success music, Return of Obra-Dinn. Yes, yes, it does. Is it the strings? I think it's because of the strings, right? It's very simple. It's got that feel. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for yeah, so she's adding the one costers, which sucks a lot actually. Yeah, I'm gonna take the draw. Get us around to our gifts of the thing sooner. See, now this is a tough call. Gold is good. Removal is good. What do we got to remove? I'd remove some dregs. And let the lances consume Seraph. Trinkets are okay. Caverns. What do we have Merchant of Steel wise? I mean, we've got spots on the sharks. The sharks have a token each. Relics can really make a run. I think our relics are pretty solid though. And I agree with you, relics can make a run. But I think a lot of runs get lost. A lot of winnable runs get lost when you have dud flaws. And I don't know what the number is. Like, how many stops can you afford to do almost nothing or nothing? So we can't put capacity on any of the sharks because that can really mess us up. But Heartstone on them's fine. Caverns is a tough one as well. Now, someone said yesterday in Dolphin's chat that you've got to. This one can only be a bottle, and then Dolphin got the space crystal, right? But one thing I've noticed, and it's not confirmed, in the event that I got this from, the locket, you can see the 3 items in the artwork. And I'm pretty sure if we have a look, like, that's a rage bottle. I think that's the... Is that the space crystal? That's the... like that... Is that a wildwood sap? Is it... What is that? Is it consumable card? Is that what it was? I think... Is one of them the Ancients? So there's a preserved thorns on there as well. Like that's the preserved thorns jar. Hang on, this is what I'm gonna do. Let's get a screenshot. Let's put this. This one's Awoken, Melting, and Umbra, right? Alright, let me put this in Monster Train. Let's see if I can make this work. Okay. Wait, what am I looking at? Awoken, Melting, and Umbra, but we'll have a look at all of them. And it does say it belonged to a merchant, right? Yeah. I mean, it's misleading in the choice. So let's just go for Hellhound. We've got the Rage Serum, which is well, because of where my mouse goes, you can't see it, but it's just below here. That's the Rage Serum, right? Is one of them the Alloy of the Ancients? I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen an alloy come, but maybe you can. Okay, that's the Pyre Shards. That's on the bottom right. And then there's the Preserved Thorns, which is the bottom in the middle. What about the Wildwood Sap? Is that on the left, towards the left? Covered in snow on the top shelf? Like, probably just below, down there, below the no button. Is there urchins here? Oh, you think Alloy's the one on the very left covered in snow? Maybe. Maybe it could be the, like, what we're seeing is this, like this bit here that's dripping is what's being exposed. That could even be on the bottom covered in snow. Packed morsels. Or do you reckon it changes depending which one's yours? Because we don't have... Do we have Umbra offered at the moment? Space Prism is one of them. I think that's the one on the bottom, right? It's a chalice with what in it? It's a chalice with, like, lava in it. Oh, ruby on the outside. Oh, I see. You know, I see. Next to the Rage Serum. Yeah, so this is next to the Rage Serum. Down there. Right? So we have the Rage Serum and the Alloy of the Ancients next to each other. The Preserved Thorns and the Pyre Shards are on the bottom shelf, middle and right. Wildwood Sap's on the top shelf, below the no button here. Urchin Spines. I think we're passing on that one at the moment. I don't think that one's there. But maybe because we're not being offered Stygian at the moment. The Space Prism's on the bottom shelf. Is that Hallowed Drippings? What's on the very right? Or do you think that's the merchant itself? The very right is Hallowed, you reckon? What else is there? It looks like there's two things over here. Like there's this one little bottle and then something next to it. Yeah, the light blue stuff is just weird, isn't it? Oh, do you think it's something that you could have bought from a regular unit, like one of his spell upgrades or something? So I'm guessing that's what it is. Like, those are what they are. So then what do we want? I mean, Rage isn't awful, but I don't want it. The armor one's not bad, but we're not going to get that. It's going to be Rage Serum and Wildwood Sap, right? Oh, we don't have a Hellhorned. Is Drippings that awful? I mean, it can go on our draft. But that's about it, really. It does consume. Maybe the wildwood for the whatever shark tank is down the bottom is fine, or whichever one's not stealthy. Right, next one we're going is probably... Do we have anything really to dupe? Holdover Stealth's not awful. And then we hit Merchant of Magic, which means we don't get another steal. So if that's the case, let's just take this for a shot. I can't fit a large stone in. I mean, I could put it on Thug. That's not awfully, that's actually pretty decent. And then Thug can just go upstairs. I can't put it on Thug, he's taken. Okay. Holdover stealth on Tethys could get you... Yeah, what? Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be close. Are we purging cards now or after? This is really interesting. Do I want the cost reduction on the damage spells? Probably not, right? It depends where the capacity hits. Because if we get 4 capacity in middle, Tethys goes down the bottom. If we get it on bottom, then Tethys goes in the middle. And if we get it on top, we probably put him on the bottom so that he can be stealth down there. And then anything getting through to the second floor has spell power. Sorry. But it does mean we're not casting... So unless Tethys is on the middle, we're not casting damage spells there. We're only casting damage spells usually on the middle to play catch up. So it's unlikely, but the extra 1 hit point... Is that going to be a thing? Dang, is that actually going to be a thing? We don't have any sweep to worry about on the boss fight. Okay. Boons, magic, hellvent. So it's not like, and trinkets. So not like we're spending a ton of cash. Do we purge the drippers now? Or save? We can get rid of 2 here. That'll still give us cash for store. Oh man, I'm feeling it. Nervous. Pad's nervous. 5 spikes 5. We can't do this. I'm kind of wishing I didn't spend that money now because I don't get a reroll on the trinkets. Oh, we might do because we're going to get some gold from it. Oh, look at me. Last week I just would have been all over that Spikes 5. With reckless abandon. That's a lot of damage. Like, that's... Just straight up a lot of damage. Hitting that doesn't even guarantee. That's where it's a bit rough. Do we set up somewhere else then? I mean, Shark can take it, right? Right? Well, I mean, Shark can take it. Yeah, the 1x5 would have been good at the start of the game. I said that. I like that. I like that spell. quick would have been good on her. Man, or the Tethys spell cost reduction. I could have just gone like Shark Tethys. We can go mid, right? I really like Tethys on bottom though for when the final boss comes through to get 2 turns to after the spell weakness applied to get the big damage spell. But if the shark's dying, once we get stealth, we're fine. Right. Once we get stealth, we're fine, baby. How do I kill this one off now? Doesn't stealth protect the shark with Tethys sweep? I don't understand. Stealth puts all of our units stealth. Unnamed Tome does give stealth. There's multiple things in the game that give stealth. The only question is, do we want to kill him off so that we can get a fresh shark in? And I don't think so. Well, we will attack first with stealth, because they won't attack at all. Or if I silence him, I don't get gold. That's funny. I don't want to alternate stealth. No. That's nice. Good, we get 20 gold from him. My shark died. Oh, he died from these things. I wonder if I could have silenced them. Let's get rid of that. Don't want to draw it again. Hey Adam Sims, what's wrong? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What's happening? Stress and work. Oh, that sucks. Are you home from work now? Or are you at work now? You on a break? Oh, look at this idiot being an idiot. I don't like him, he's an idiot. Oh, he's gonna have a trigger. I don't like that. I don't think you should have a trigger, dude. That's cheating. You stay at 6 attack. Please and thank you. Dude, that guy's a huge idiot. Look at him. He's like supposed to be some sort of 7th circle of hell boss with 6 attack. Do I get 20 gold off him? If I do nothing, I get 20 gold. Oh. Do I want to permafrost something? No, do I want to frozen something? It has permafrost, so as long as you draw that first. think I do. I don't know what we're going to do, but I definitely want to use it to freeze something. Probably Ice Tornado. Second engulfed in smoke. No, I think the one we've got is fine. So we don't have huge removal needs. We could dupe something. See, if duping that engulfed in smoke's not awful. I'm down with that. The end of turn, frozen cards are reduced to 0. Do they get reduced to 0 for the rest of the fight? Consume dealing 30 is not bad for this fight as well with Seraph. Or just until they're played. Yeah, that was the plan, was that I want to freeze Tornado. And if I get it for 0, that's fine. If we... Tornado for 0 is not the... It's not awful, but if we freeze Tornado, it's going to be the kill shot. And so it's going to take all of Seraph's spell power. So it's unlikely, not like completely improbable, but it's unlikely that... Although that means I can't gift for the guard it if it's frozen in our hand. But it's unlikely that we're gonna, if we don't get the kill with the Ice Tornado, like it's extremely unlikely we're gonna get it with anything else after that. How much longer do you have, Adam Sims? The one with that huge smile? That was an amazing photo. Do I want to be holding over anything else? Hold over preserve? Probably not, right? Now hold over on gifts. Just to thin the deck down. Hold over reform. We're not reforming anything. Hold over on gifts is interesting, except I made it 0 cost. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Okay, what's the positioning of these big boys? We get a couple of 10-190s. I think they're 180s at this level at front. So the Trader's Quill's not awful. I don't think it's doing what we want though. Huh. Couldn't have afforded both, but I don't mind that. Maybe a trip fall. Okay, here we go. That's for 3 in a row. Okay. Man, that's awful. We have to set up here with Tethys because of these. Unless we can take one, because we've got to get Cold Celia down the bottom. Spell is greater than Frostbite, but it means the whole setup's really bad because we can't fit the other. We can only get a Shark and a Celia here, and then we got to put a Celia on top, and I think we'll leech units. I mean, we're full health, but that goes away really quickly. Oh, we didn't get the thing because of the Shark. Okay, that works, because if he's got AoE, so that's good. Oh, look, it just didn't quite. We did get one. That's alright. He's quick, so that's fine. Hey, about those 2 stealth cards I had. The Frostbite is slow. It's not for Seraph. It's just so we can get like just damage down on units and stuff to stop like big pyre damage. little concerned about this though. This is wave 3. Nice. Oh, I can get 20 gold. Whoa, what do we got here? Oh, it's gonna happen. Now we need to sit for it to not get frozen. We could daze afterwards. This tornado just got made a little bit bigger. Where's my gifts? He's getting through, that's not good. I got 45. He's killing that one. Oh, that one's still not dying. So we're going to lose 10. We're going to have to be okay with that. I don't know about, like, losing him, though. I don't think I need permafrost anymore. Maybe I do. This is the last wave. Seraph's up next. That's consumed, so we can't use it. That's a shame. This is where gifts can hurt, because it'd be really nice to play just a regular ice tornado up here. And I think we probably could with the amount of stuff that's going to happen to Seraph, but I don't want to risk it. Five stealth's not really racking up that hard. Close. Dude's on 1 health. Hey, what a champ. What a champ. Well, how much hurt are they doing? He's dead. He's taking 30, so he goes down to 89. And then take 7 goes down to 82. Hits the pyre, gets hit back for 40. So he's on 42. Hits the pyre, gets hit for another 40, he's on 2 but loses frost, so he gets 20 damage in. That guy gets 3. I don't think that goes under 2, so we're looking at 50 damage. He doesn't hit. Okay, so they're okay, I guess. It's not great. I still think we molded here to... What do we do? Bring back... Does he die? I think he dies anyway, right? Oh, that kind of sucks. I don't think we would have done anything else though. Does he protect him? He doesn't even protect him. I need to stealth it. It's actually not too bad then, because we can probably kill that guy next turn, but it depends if we need the other round of stealth for Seraph. Because these guys are going to die once we stealth them. So that's the last one that's hitting. Which one's... This one will be dazed, but if I stealth it, it'll hit this guy next turn. Yeah, I know it's not going to do anything this turn. So if he's doing 20, if he's doing 30, that's 50. We're on 49. This guy's going to get up and... almost free and clear. And that one's got enough health we probably don't even get through. I mean, we put him up anyway, but we can't put him anywhere else, so we put him up there, but the question is, do we stealth him? Because we don't hit Seraph. Well, we can hit Seraph. We can't hit Seraph with that yet. We might be able to hit it with him next turn. What's it at the moment? It's at 70. It's just, or just under 210. So let's go with 200 times 11 is 2,000. So we probably just win next turn with it, right? It's going to be close. What is it? It's 204. Times 11. So 2,000, 2,040, 2,244. And she's going to get like 6 hits in at 11, which is like 2,300. And apply 3 frost 6 times, 7, 8 times, so another under 30 frost, so you probably get close to 60 frost, which is also going to tick over the 5 6 times, which is like 300 out, and then we're going to get 3 shots. I think we're good. I don't think we need to daze this guy. I think we let those guys through, we win before he kills the pyre. And he wouldn't even kill the pyre anyway, because he only gets in 4 shots. He might only even get in 3 shots. Do you want me to hit him next time, or do you want me to hit him this time? Let's just double check this. Pyre's hitting for 40. Alright. And he's got 125. He's going to take 4. Put him on 121. So he can hit 4 times. We've got enough for 4 anyway. You want to see it next time because it's going to be huge. That was pretty big. Yeah, it was like 7k damage. Or close to it. It was 6,069 tens and 2 damage. Nice. Or 6672. Chromo maths. What did I do? Either way, Chromo, it's a nice chunk of damage. 3 in a row. Oh, something's clicking. You know, on C25, Seraph's got 4k health. Minor bosses have increased health. Oh noes. Oh noes. Oh, look, look, look! There's Chromo. What happened, Chromo? I'm Carbon Dolphin. Yeah, how many hours do you have in a Chromo? So here's the test, Chromo. Highest damage dealt by spell, 2244. Was that one just then? Was that the single hit?